Hi everyone, it's Eva Pieczek here from Abundant Results Coaching, and today I'd love to talk to you about one of my favorite tools to speed up manifestation of my goals, which is visualization. Maybe you've already tried visualizing, maybe you're totally new to the subject. There is one thing that you need to know. If you do it and if you learn to do it regularly, several times a day, you're going to reach ideas and manifestations of your goals, whether it's financial or otherwise, 10 times quicker. And the person that I learned visualization from, of course, is my mentor, Bob Proctor, but an expert in the subject, in my opinion, is Neville Goddard. And if you haven't read this little booklet, Feeling is the Secret, it's a teeny tiny 30 pages book. You definitely want to read this. And Neville suggests visualizing, especially before bedtime. So I'm going to share with you a couple of techniques of how you can visualize and what you can visualize around your goals to actually help you fulfill them 10 times quicker. So let's say you have a goal of earning 10,000 per month every single month in your business, and all the good things that you're going to do with it. Maybe you're going to take your kids to Disneyland or to treat your family to 5-star holiday when this is happening every quarter, or whatever it is that you want to do with the money. I personally don't really get excited by the figure, and I think most people don't get excited by the figure itself. Most of us get excited with what we can do with the money, all the good that we can do for ourselves, our loved ones, or the world. So here's what you do. Let's say your goal is, I'm so happy and grateful, and now that I'm earning consistent 10,000 per month every single month, and I'm able to do X, Y, and Z, whatever it is that gives you the emotion and gets you really, really elevated and joyful and grateful. So what you want to do, and Neville teaches specifically to do this before bedtime, you actually want to fall asleep in the reality of your goal, in the image, the literally actually sensing as if it's your reality and the feeling of your goal fulfilled. So there's 3 things that you can visualize that I've found that work very well. One, you can literally visualize what you would be doing or how would you be observing that you're earning that 10,000 per month. So maybe it's 30th of June or, end of the month, and you have some sort of spreadsheet, or you look at your bank account. And maybe you could visualize that you're sitting in front of your laptop and you're opening up your laptop and you're looking through your spreadsheet or looking through your bank balance, and you're seeing that 10,000 and the feelings of elation, the feeling of gratitude, the feeling of total profound thrill because you finally reached your goal. That could be one thing that you visualize. And maybe you even visualize that you're purchasing, you're opening your laptop, you're joyful that you've earned that 10,000, it's your first 10,000 per month, and what are you doing with the money? So the second thing that you can visualize, it's some sort of a lifestyle choice that would indicate that you earned that kind of money. So maybe you're actually purchasing that Disneyland trip for your kiddos. Or maybe you are purchasing some sort of high-end mentorship program. Or maybe you are going shopping to your favorite brands or whatever, or putting down deposit on your house. Whatever it is that you would do with the money, you can also visualize that. And that would get you into the picture and emotion of your goal fulfilled. And the third thing that I've learned to visualize that would also indicate to your mind that you've achieved your goal is mental conversation. Mental conversation means that maybe you have a coach or best friend or family member that really cheers for you and support you. And you can imagine, imagine that I'm your coach or I'm your best friend and we're jumping on the call and you say to me, Eva, oh my God, I just had my solid first 10K month. You wouldn't believe. I'm bringing my whole family to Disneyland. I am so excited. And I would say to you, oh my God, this is so cool, Anna, or whatever your name is. I am so delighted for you. And this was a given. It was definitely going to happen. With some of my clients who may have difficulty picking a scene or like what to visualize, I actually tell them, visualize me and you recording our success story, testimonial, and that also works very nicely. And you can go through that mental conversation frequently and really get into the vivid imagination to see it as if it's already real, and most of all, feel the emotions of it happening. So a couple of tips on visualizing. I do it several times a day, and I've actually increased the amount of visualizations I do every day because I want to hold on to the picture and the emotion of my goal fulfilled throughout the day. Not just once a day when I wake up or when I go to bed, but throughout the day. So you can do it frequently, and it can literally take you 2 minutes up to 5 minutes. Most important time to visualizing is just before bedtime. There's a couple of differences between visualizing a scene as if you are observing a movie or visualizing yourself in the scene. The second one is much more powerful, and it's recommended because you feel as if you're experiencing the scene, as if you're experiencing the situation. It's called motor imaginary. When you close your eyes, you literally want to visualize where you are, what you're seeing, smelling, touching, hearing, conversations, even smelling cup of coffee when you are opening the laptop and seeing the spreadsheet or seeing the bank balance. You really want to get into the vivid imagination of your goal fulfilled. That scene is supposed to be real for you. So whatever you need to do, you use all your senses, what you see, hear, smell, taste, and touch, and you use your feelings. Now, one last tip that I want to share with you. When you're falling asleep, you want to fall asleep in that place. So you're no longer on your bed lying down. Your imagination can teleport you to the scene of your goal fulfilled and the emotion of your goal fulfilled. And you want to saturate your mind with this so much that all other thoughts about, I don't know, bills to be paid or whatever problems you've experienced throughout the day are clouded and overpowered with that imagination of your goal fulfilled and the feelings, the emotions of your goal fulfilled. And that's how you go to bed. Now, here's a couple of things that will happen to you. First, you're going to have phenomenal sleep. And two, you don't be surprised if the next morning or throughout the next day, if you don't get some sort of amazing ideas towards fulfilling your goals. Programming your mind with your goal when you're asleep is the best, the least resistant way of programming, because your mind, your subconscious mind is completely open. Your conscious mind stops thinking and consciously blocking information. So you're able to tell your subconscious mind what you want. And literally, the next day you're getting heaps of ideas towards your goal. Now, you may be someone who is completely beginner with visualization. Don't be flustered. Be patient, because this skill takes time to develop. And typically our mind is doing whatever it wants, and we have to discipline it to go the right direction. So we have to discipline our imagination to go and transport us to that place of the goal fulfilled and hold that picture and that emotion. But the reward is huge. I must say to you, I used to be a huge hard worker. I used to be like grinding and working very hard in my business and burning out and feeling exhausted. Ever since I introduced more of the mental imaginary, using my mental faculties, my business has become flow. I'm earning a lot more with joy and ease. So I would love you to experience that too. And test it out. We don't get great in one day, so give yourself time and definitely get that book. If you haven't joined our Six Figures community, you may scroll under this video. There's probably a link somewhere there that you can join our Six Figures Facebook community. I will be posting that booklet in there, so you can grab PDF from there. So hope you enjoyed it and you will practice it. I tell you, no amount of business activities or your work activities, no amount of grinding can make up for continuous imagination and feeling like you've already accomplished your goals. That's the base of pretty much everything you want in life. You've got to start living from your mental faculties, from what you want, rather than where you're at. So I hope you will implement it, and I'm wishing you a phenomenal week.